I
It costs. Okay, so he's about to show us how much it costs just for 3 months worth of marketing on one app. Let's see how much it costs for 3 months of advertisement on
I saw this. Independent artists expose how much he has to spend.
one app.
I saw this thing.
This man spent people's yearly salary, so 2 to 3 times some people's yearly salary. Really 5 times year time salary if you really out in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? What's good, y'all? Today we're gonna be reacting to independent rapper reveals how much he spends on marketing. I feel like this is such a great topic because I feel like lately the veil has been being lifted of what's going on truly behind the scenes, and the generations before us really haven't got to see that. So with that, let's check this video out.
What's poppin', y'all? We finally get to look under the hood of what it really costs to be a full-time independent rapper that's also trying to scale. I posted this on my Instagram at Hello Yassine, where I mostly post stuff like this.
Right.
And this guy, LaRussell, who I've been
Shout out to La Russell too. I'm not gonna hold you. I know there's other independent artists out there like Russ and my nigga Brent Fayez. I ain't gonna hold you. And I only say, nigga, he from Merritt PG County. Nigga, that nigga, bro. I don't know what method he used, bro. I think he said I saw a video where it said that he went to LA or something, and he was good with connects, but he is really into the music too. I feel like I fuck with Lil Russell. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't heard that much of songs from Russ. Russ is cool. I respect that a nigga independent. But what's that one song from Russ? I like the way she word. He also got like a storytelling one, I think. But the Russell, bro, I'm not gonna lie. This nigga coming with mad energy, bro. But I feel like I don't know. I could only speak off of what I'm seeing. I don't got all the answers, you know. I respect what he's doing, and I don't want him to go and like see other people's opinions and then start thinking he should do shit differently. And I don't even think he's the type of person to do that. But I feel like he'd be wearing a lot of hats, bro. Honestly, bro. You know, I see him have a team and shit like that, but just off of what he doing, bro, I hope he don't get no type of like extra stress on him and shit like that. You know, because he got good energy. But I see a lot of his live performances than his songs. I do got one of his songs saved though. The I get so caught up in my, but I forgot what the song was called. For you, darling. I be saving so much songs on Spotify, my phone storage, bro. It'd be something else. But hey, man, just what Virgo was saying, bro. This is a good like time in terms of like understanding the business. Niggas are now being more like showing than before, bro. This is some real shit, bro. This nigga real life showing his whole like he was real life showing his whole like what he be paying for ads and shit like that. And that shit looks serious, bro. Let's see this shit. Let's see it.
Oh,
I've
I know
known
about the guy.
about for at least 2+ years. I think the first time I had ever heard about him was on a YouTube video that was a stream clip
It
from
was
one of
IG for me,
Academic's
I believe.
homies maybe 4 years ago that was like, yo, you really need to check out LaRussell. He was telling Academics. I was like, what's a LaRussell? But anyway, this guy posted it
Nigga
and
said,
said
"What's a
it takes
LaRussell?"
Millions to become a successful artist, even more when you're independent and spending your own paper. Y'all didn't see how Lil Sims, she's a really good artist out the UK. She had to cancel her tour.
Little Sims is independent. Yo, and I fuck with Lil Sims. I actually saved her album. Um, something introvert, bro. And that's no disrespect. I actually listened to her album. I fuck with Fear No Man. I fuck with the little Q, the little interlude she got. I fuck with other songs too, like the beginning joint, and some other joints that she got too. I also seen a little bit of her recent album, but I ain't know she was independent.
Because she said it would literally bleed her financially to try to go on tour by herself. This is not not easy or cheap. This is just
This shit crazy, bro.
90 days of advertising on one platform to make sure our art is seen. Okay, so he's about to show us how much it costs just for 3 months worth of marketing on one app. Let's see how much it costs.
And then he
3
shows
months worth of marketing
Three-
on one app. Is it like Distro or something? Or like some marketing app? I know. All I know is Distro, I believe.
Months worth of marketing on one app. Let's see how much it costs.
and then he shows how much he spent on ads.
Yo!
Nigga, gas. This shit is crazy though. Last 90 days, spent 120K, and that's last 90 days, bro. That's last 90 days. Imagine keep on doing that for 90 days. Every 90 days you spending, bro. And I be seeing them on IG and shit like that, but my guy. But look, 20 million views. Reach is going there. You know what I'm saying? The link clicks. It's like 500K. Post engagement, 5 mil. I don't know if these is good stats or not, but he's making progress. You know, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, I feel like he's putting himself in a headspace. I think he said a message after it, like, bro, don't let other people go and sway you from what you're doing. And it's like, dang, this nigga really putting in 120K in 90 days, bro. It's like niggas thinking about side hustles and shit, bro. But he focused, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I respect it.
And I think this is just Facebook's Instagram.
120K?
Shit in amount, bro. And just imagine if he put the next joint.
Do you know how much? $120,000 for 3 months of advertisement on one app. This man spent people's yearly salary, so 2 to 3 times some people's yearly salary. Really 5 times year time salary if you really out in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? For 3 months of advertisement.
And it's a motherfucker just to go and get yourself out there, man. Just to get yourself out there versus, like, you know, someone to, it really, when these independent artists be wanting niggas to, like, listen to their music, it's like, come on, you know? Damn, that shit made me want to listen to a Lil Russell song right now. Damn, nigga. Or I didn't know Lil Sims was independent. That's crazy. I fuck with Lil Sims. And it's crazy because these people will be the same people in the audience that'll be like, damn, what happened to this? What happened to this person? What happened to that person? You could say that about these niggas that been signed, but these niggas that been, because even with these niggas that been signed, they probably gotta go and pay this and that, you feel me? Nigga. Bro, these independent parties, bro, this shit is all out of, bro. Hey, big respects to Brent, bro. This nigga, I don't know what I don't know, bro. That nigga Brent.
On one.
And respect to Lil Russell too, and all y'all independent artists and all independent artists for real.
On one app for 19,000 views. 19 million views. 19 million views on YouTube on average pays about, pays about 19 million views on YouTube on average.
Oh, he doing the math.
Pays about, pays about $100,000.
Damn. In 90 days, you gotta go and get expenses for your own self. Living expenses, travel expenses, eating. And you gotta go and make money to go and help with your music. You gotta pay for your team. You gotta pay. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, Lil Russell got mad energy, but I hope he good for real, bro. Like, I hope he, try, like, stay true to that shit, bro. Bless.
So if we're equating this to, if he makes similar to YouTube revenue on this, that means he didn't even make back the amount that he spent. Well, maybe he did whenever you account for booking and people go into Spotify to listen to music over there and shit like that. But just purely return on investment on this actual app, he didn't even make it back.
Spotify don't even give you that much for off of one stream. That shit's like something. I forgot what it was.
Was $120,000 in the
Jesus.
last 90 days. So he's running 64 different ads or 64 different what do you call that? Variations.
64
ad sets.
ads?
I haven't been in that side of in that side of
Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, being an independent artist is not easy, and not even just for like music, but just for any niche. Being an independent artist, like as a YouTuber, if something goes wrong, if God forbid my camera breaks, my computer breaks, or like I just need money to go to an event, a creator event, whatever, like I'm paying for all this out my pocket. And if my YouTube AdSense check doesn't cover it because I didn't make enough to do said thing, then I kind of have to figure out other ways of how to get money. So I can only, and see, I'm at the point where like I'm big enough to where like people, I'm recognizable on the For You page or whatever, etc. But I'm not too big to the point where like if somebody saw me working at a job, like I'd be all right. Nobody'd be like, yo, why is this guy working? You know what I'm saying? Nobody would do that. But like there's some creators and artists that are so big that it's like they low-key probably can't afford to keep up with certain things, but they're past the point of being able to just go and get a regular job. So I said jog, a regular job. So I can only imagine, like, damn, bro.
things for a very, very, very long time. But yeah, you see the views, 19.5 million, the reach, 5.4 million, the
That ain't
link
shit.
clicks, nearly
Dang.
half a
Okay,
million.
so yeah,
That nigga said that ain't shit.
1.5 million, the reach, 5.4 million, the
That ain't
link
shit.
clicks, nearly
Okay,
half a million.
so yeah, he got it
and
back
the
on
post
engagement.
5 million.
so he got it back on link click because I'm assuming he had bios to buy concert tickets, bios to buy merch, bios to, you know what I'm saying, go streaming songs and shit like that.
But
So I think
a
he
link click could,
probably
that sound like just a link click. Like you clicking a link. I clicked the link before.
did make it back when you account for all the money.
Okay, let's say the link clicks out of the 500K, or let's say 480K. Let's say 250 of the K was like purchasable links, or even 200. I'm not gonna lie, that's still good. I don't know how much he does for his booking. He on the West Coast with it, I believe. But like Vallejo or something. I forgot. The Bay? I don't know. I don't know the areas and shit like that.
He's gonna get actually from a turn on investment on his music, but still, just from a platform to platform basis, that's a terrible ROI. He's literally 20K in the hole.
And this spurred a ton of people to say a bunch of different things. And also people that have no idea what the hell they're talking about. But
Right.
first I'm going to go through LaRussell's tweets, and then we're going to get into my thoughts on the whole thing. And then someone says, 120K on ads is crazy AF. Though at some point you'll be needing to spend less and less as your
True
fan base
that,
grows.
but that's not necessarily true at all, because isn't the whole goal to continue to widen your audience again and again and again?
He says, depends on how much you want your brand to grow. You want to sell 100 tickets or 100,000. You spend based
Right.
on the goal. I want to
Mhm.
be the biggest ever. And then someone says, you making profit off that? And he says,
He
"Plenty."
definitely
Well,
is.
He better be at least breaking even. You can't spend money like that and not break even, or else the
Right.
ads are going to stop. Don't listen to advice
Niggas concerned. You got niggas concerned, bro. I'll play a song for you. I'll just let the audio play. Damn, nigga. Niggas said plenty. Okay.
from unsuccessful people in the comments.
Facts.
Don't let it be no fib too. Let them niggas know. Be honest. You going out here putting this shit and let this shit be known and let these niggas know how much work it take. Be honest, nigga. If it's plenty.
Most important things this guy said. The worst thing you can do is be deterred by someone who ain't ever been in the game.
Right.
Let them spectate and scream from the bleachers.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
the
they can
message I
do.
saw.
It was people in the bleachers booing Michael Jordan.
Bro, that's so true too, because like for everybody who's like embarrassed about wanting to try, I feel like we these days be so embarrassed to try.
Real talk, bro. I feel like niggas are so, like, let's say a nigga's trying to go and get to the gym. A nigga will see like 5 different methods on what they're supposed to go and do in the gym versus just going to the gym, bro, and figuring shit out, bro. I remember when I first started going to the gym, and I haven't been there in a minute. I've gone there recently, but when you go to the gym, you just have to go and start shit. I think the only question I really asked, because I was overthinking, was, okay, what's like a split? Because I was hearing this split shit, and someone told me that it was like, depending on, it could be arms, shoulders, and shit like that, but the common one is push, pull, legs. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. Nigga, I was just trying any machine, bro. And someone could be like, nigga, what are you doing, bro? You spending X amount of time in the gym and shit like that. But you find a plan and you find your method over time. Same as the niggas that feel like they gotta go and start YouTube with like the biggest camera, the biggest equipment, all this shit. Them niggas overthink to the point they don't do shit, bro. So, yeah, the Russell got a point. Most of y'all niggas that be saying shit and shit like that be the same niggas that be overthinking over the simplest things. You know, I don't hurt. It don't hurt for a nigga to try, but it's an interesting start. I don't even know if it's a start. He been doing this, and he say he's getting plenty. So, you know, but he's letting niggas know this is an effort.
Because people are always recording, making fun of, and you see no profile pictures on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter talking shit. But like realistically, the person that is laughing at you for doing what you're doing, or is gonna cringe at you or make fun of you doing for what you're doing, ask yourself this: would they even have the courage or the balls to do what you're gonna do? For the people telling you it's not
Real
gonna
talk. It's not even overthinking. Sometimes it's just courage. Sometimes the niggas just scared, and most likely that's a lot of reasons why niggas don't be doing shit. Niggas be scared, bro.
work, it's stupid, why would you even try something like that? Have they themselves ever tried it, or have they themselves ever done it to tell you that it can't work? I just went off on a tangent there and my camera died, so that means that's the video's way of saying get back to the video.
And the most important part of all of this is ads only work if the product is desired.
Right.
Ads help me spread the word. Great product is what grew my base and my brand. You can't advertise your way to success.
Agreed.
You have to have something people want. I only run ads behind posts that are already having organic success. If a million people love it, then so will 10 million if they have the chance to see
I don't
it.
even register what he said. Ads help me spread the word. Great product is what grew my base and my brand. You can't advertise your way to success. You have to have something people want. I only run ads behind posts that are already having organic success. If a million people love it, then so will 10 million. Yo, Russell a smart dude, bro. Ads only work if the product is desired. Hey, bro's saying some shit, bro. So he's only doing ads on the shit that grew organic success, and he already knows he has a product that, or himself as a brand is already marketable. And I agree with that. That nigga has good energy. You know? So, great product is what grew my base and my brand. I ain't gonna hold you. He has good energy and shit like that. His music ain't that bad. I think I saw him have a freestyle over like a Kanye like drumless. I think it was like, what's that first song on Late Registration? I heard him say. I think he was freestyling or something like that. I don't know if it was a song. But I was like, yo, this nigga doing what he's doing for real. You feel me? So I could go and say energy, but also his music, what he's truly trying to go and represent. Because I don't want niggas to go in this just to be a video on, oh, Lil Russell got good energy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what about his music? Nah, he got good music. I also saved the song from the shit.
Success.
But you ain't saved his whole category and shit. I know he recently got an album, I believe so. Or was that, what is it? Or was that, who the nigga out for TDE? Ray Vaughn. Bro, there is so much music that I be listening to, bro. It's crazy, bro. I'm seeing albums now be like 12 songs long, bro, because of like the attention span. I really sat down one time and I was like, bro, when's the last time I listened to like a Tyler track, bro? Like Igor or something like that. Bro, there's so much music that it just goes like that. Shit's like YouTube videos, bro, where you just go and keep up with current events, bro. Sometimes I like to go back, and I do go back a bunch of times, but it's like, damn. It's like everyone wants to go and, you know what I'm saying?
If a million people love it,
There's
then
so
so will
many
10
niggas
million if
that's-
they have the chance to see it.
All it is a catapult.
It's like shit. I didn't know Lil Sims was independent, but that made me even
Oh,
think.
it's-
When's the last time I listened to Lil Sims album? And that's not saying I only listened to it one time. I was listening to it a good amount of times. But you feel me? What makes music replayable to the point that it's like, I don't even know, like a go-to shit. Like, you know, niggas is gonna go to some shit like I don't know, like you think of mainstream artists like um any nigga, bro. Shit. But yeah.
It's a rocket. It's a steroid. If you have no muscles and you don't work out, it doesn't matter how much steroids you shoot in your body. You're not gonna grow anything. If you have a feather in a rocket,
I
or
was gonna say Drake and I was gonna say Kendrick, but I was like, shit, dude. I know Drake mainstream, but do Kendrick wanna be I mean Kendrick mainstream. Kendrick mainstream. But okay, Kendrick, Drake, Kanye. I'm thinking of rappers that are mainstream. I'm gonna say Lil Tecca, bro. Lil Tecca slept on, but he mainstream. You know, I think of like how niggas that people just go to in music. You know, people that go to in music, and I'm just thinking hip hop wise, cause people keep on saying hip hop is dying, yo. I be listening to hip hop a lot, but I don't know. I feel like so many niggas are wanting to be heard, but what the answer is like, what makes people go back? You know, people are doing shit to go and get your attention. Or let's say Sexy Red, like that should get your attention. But uh, and I'm not saying Sexy Red shit is trash. And niggas gonna be like, you can say it's trash, but her shit's like shock value shit. But even with good music, because I don't want to go and waste time and go and be like, oh, Sexy Red, this, that. But I'm saying with the good music, my point I want to say is with the good music that I'd be listening to, bro, I'd be like, damn, this is good. But one made me want to go back to it. Like, I remember I listened to Dave's album, My 27th Birthday, bro. That shit was a good ass song, bro. I was playing it for a minute. I ain't gonna hold you. And this a UK, you feel me? I was like, I don't even listen to UK shit like that. But that was a good ass song. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like everyone is trying to go and get people's attention to go and, you know, get their turn. But what makes you go and stick? Like, what makes you go and like, oh yeah, I gotta go back. I gotta go and listen to that shit again. You feel me? I feel like Kendrick is good at that shit. And we go like, damn, I gotta go and listen to. You feel me?
a catapult, it doesn't matter how hard you sling that catapult, it's still a feather.
Off rip, a lot of people were surprised with the amount of money, unaware that the majority of artists that you are consistently seeing, especially the mainstream ones, you think their labels are not paying to have them posted, and they're not paying this amount of money on a 90-day basis or a quarterly basis.
Bro, where do you, like, whenever you see an artist show up to a interview and
Hold on, let me go back. My mind was somewhere.
you sling that catapult, it's feather. It doesn't matter how much steroids you shoot in your steroid.
Chance to see it.
All it is a catapult. It's a rocket. It's a steroid. If you have no muscles and you don't work out, it doesn't matter how much steroids you shoot in your body. You're not gonna grow anything. If you have a feather in a rocket or a catapult,
Is that true? If you got no muscles and you push steroid, that's crazy. Is that true?
shoot in your body, you're not gonna grow anything. If you have a feather in a rocket or a catapult, it doesn't matter how hard you sling that catapult, it's still a feather.
Off rip, a lot of people were surprised with the amount of money, unaware that the majority of artists that you are consistently seeing, especially the mainstream ones, you think their labels are not paying to have them posted, and they're not paying this amount of money on it. Their of artists that you are consistently seeing, especially the mainstream ones, you think their labels are not paying to have them posted, and they're not paying this amount of money on a 90-day basis or a quarterly basis.
Bro, where do you, like, whenever you see an artist show up to a interview and they get interviewed, you understand that they have a contract. The world is made up of contracts, and music business and any other business is no different. They have a set contract where they meet, they pay artists set amount of money, or artists, his team pays them set amount of money, because that's the marketing budget. This is how the world works. This is how Walmart works, McDonald's, Burger King.
Yes, they are. Maybe even more than that. Like, you guys remember when you were seeing Lil Durk everywhere, or when you were seeing Jack Harlow everywhere? You think everyone was just posting Jack Harlow just because?
No, that's the machine that people talk about that's backing them. The machine isn't no elite.
I feel like niggas have a certain time period too. You know, what do that mean? Like when a nigga is like, okay, let's say when a person is inside their mode, people would just go and gravitate towards that. Like, okay, let's say cooking with Kaya. I saw someone say, I saw a reactor say, he was like, damn, if Cooking with Kaya took her content into long form content, she wouldn't be like, because people were saying she isn't getting that much money and shit like that. I forgot what video it was, but they said the text was AI or something, some shit. But they were saying in like relevancy, like, and when I say relevancy, I'm just saying like what's seen towards your For You page, what's seen towards like she would in trending is what I mean to say. I feel like when people are inside their moment, Eminem said, "Do not miss your chance to blow. Like this opportunity happens once in a lifetime. Like I've seen people come back around, but you gotta go and keep the momentum of your shit going, if that makes sense. I don't think it's just only every single thing is an ad. Yo, every time Carlo is seen, it's because of an ad. I do believe ads are put into play, but I also believe it's because of his momentum off of his thing also. And I'm not saying that part was wrong. I'm just adding my sense into it, if that makes sense.
Or nothing like that. The machine is literally just certain people having access to resources and connections, which allows them to essentially put steroids into their career body and recover and grow bigger and stronger and faster than others. That's all it is.
Like, or you
could have the machine backing you if you knew the right people and had the right amount of money. You know what I'm saying?
could say a trickle up effect, depending. But those guys, they were spending at least $250,000. How do you
Like
think
a
an
week?
artist gets popping? This is the funny thing too. Like everyone thinks, oh man, like that artist is just lit. That's why everybody's posting them. But then when an artist that they like is not being spread and getting bigger, they're like, yo, the label's not spending on marketing. So
No, yeah, they just didn't. What they're doing is they're casting a wide net and hoping in spending this $100,000 to cast this wide net of marketing. They're hoping that over time you generate $100,000+ back with the actual fan base that you get from casting that wide audience. It's no different.
They want a return of investment, ROI.
Dollars back with the actual fan base that you get from casting that wide audience. It's no different than if YouTube, this is what YouTube does for creators and they give you a viral video. Honestly, this stuff that they're talking about, guys, is very, very normal. I mean, at the end of the day, this is quite literally a business. So you guys need to be aware and I just think they don't teach stuff like this enough and they make it seem as if people are just doing this all on their own. When the reality is almost everybody is botting, almost everybody has some sort of marketing, some sort of machine backing them. And before you can get to that point, you're gonna have to be your own machine. I've been my own machine for a minute. So the same for you, you're gonna have to be your own machine. But regardless though, keep it pushing. Shout out to y'all. Go check out my commentary channel. Link is in the description and in the comments. That's like
Type shit.
my second channel where I talk more. I
Got his own channel. Got his own second reaction.
thinking this is gonna be more of a reaction channel. I'm liking this. But with that though, man, I'm Alice the Virgo. Or just call me Virgo, regardless. I'll see you on the next one. Love.
I bet. Alright, y'all. Alright. That's it for today, y'all. I gotta go and hurry up and do a couple things for today, but yeah. Day completed. And not bad videos, Alright, I'm gonna see y'all.